I tried to find God on the Christian cross, but he was not there. I went to the temples of the Hindus and to the old pagodas, but I could not find a trace of him anywhere. I searched on the mountains and in the valleys, but neither in the heights nor in the depths was I able to find him. I went to the Kaaba in Mecca, but he was not there either. I questioned the scholars and philosophers, but he was beyond their understanding. I then looked into my heart, and it was there where he dwelled that I saw him. God was nowhere else to be found.
Welcome to Sahaja Yoga Meditation, to the Meditation Step Up series. This series is designed for advanced meditators that have been practicing Sahaja Yoga for a while. If you are new to Sahaja Yoga, if you are new to meditation, you can check our Meditation First Step series and you can see the link just here. So today we are going to talk about the Agnya Chakra, which is the sixth chakra located in the middle of our forehead at the base of our brain, where the two optic nerves cross each other, the optic chiasma. There are also some other aspects of the Agnya Chakra we are going to see, or related to the Agnya Chakra, which is the back Agnya, situated at the back of our head, the ego, which is the end of the right side, located on the left side of the brain, and the superego, which is the end of the left channel, located on the right side of the brain. So this center has two petals. The element of this chakra is light, and on our hands, it is located on the ring finger on both hands, or the fourth finger, and the fourth toe on both feet as well. And from a physical perspective, it is looking after our eyes and our sight. So it's very important to respect our eyes. In a way, it's the narrow gate guarding the seventh chakra, the SAHASRARA chakra here. And its principle, its main quality is forgiveness. So before we go in more details, let's raise our Kundalini and put ourselves in a bandhan. So let's do it together. And a bandhan around ourselves 7 times. All right. And we can now meditate for a couple of minutes to settle down. We can put our attention on the seventh chakra on top of our head at the fontanelle bone area or slightly above our head. And just try to go into that state of thoughtless awareness, where there are no thoughts, but complete awareness. All right, we can now open our eyes. The qualities of the Agnya Chakra, as I mentioned earlier, is forgiveness. This ability to forgive everyone, every situation, and even ourselves. There is no point of holding grudges for years against other person, because that means we let other people or events control us. While if we forgive, we become a free personality. And that's certainly the greatest power we can develop as a human being. The second thing that happens, and quality we develop when the Agnya Chakra opens up, is we get into Nirvichara Samadhi, which means we get into thoughtless awareness, where we are in the present moment. And it's in that present moment that we can actually perceive the truth. Because if you look at the past, it is gone. It's not existing anymore. And the future is not here yet. It doesn't exist, and it can be something different. So living in the present moment is certainly the path of our spiritual evolution. The quality that develops in us as well when the Agnya Chakra opens up is this ability to letting go of our ego, our pride, letting go of our conditionings, our habits, and all the things we are carrying from education or experience, so on and so forth. When this Agnya Chakra opens up, we also become humble and compassionate. And we become a very peaceful personality. The enemy of the Agnya Chakra is vanity and pride, where we place appearances above substance. Of course, a lack of forgiveness or thinking too much from morning till evening, thinking. And if you look at your thoughts, they are never about the present moment. It's always about the past and the future. And if you want to know if you're more left-sided or a right-sided person, just look at your thoughts as a witness. If your thoughts are always about tomorrow, about the future, about planning, you have more an overactive right side. While if your thoughts are always about the past, what might have been, it's an overactive left side. So when the ego is overdeveloped, we develop an aggressive attitude. We can become fanatical about things, and we want to take revenge or things like that. And as I said, always living into the future, planning. When the superego, which is the end of our left side, develops, we live in the past. We worry too much about everything. We have a tendency of self-pity, and we are unable to forgive ourselves. Thinking about things we didn't do right 5, 10, 20, 40 years ago. Nobody remembers, just us. Or we are unable with the superego to shake away the wrong beliefs and the wrong conditionings. So the principle of the Agnya Chakra is Lord Jesus Christ and Mother Mary. And Mother Mary is certainly the power behind Jesus Christ. By Jesus Christ's resurrection, He opened up our Agnya Chakra here at a global level, and in His life, He expressed beautifully the qualities of the Agnya Chakra, the purity of this center. On the back side, the back Agnya here, the principle is Sri Mahaganesha. On the ego, which is on the left side of the brain, it's Sri Buddha. And for the superego, which is on the right side of the brain, it is Sri Mahavira. Lord Jesus Christ's principle is also expressed as Sri Mahavishnu in the Indian tradition. So now let's listen to a video of Sri Mataji, who will talk in more details about the Agnya Chakra.
Christ's resurrection was a great message for us. He won over the death and came out of that dead body with another body which was living body. The body was the same, but one was a dead body and another was a body which was living. It's not only symbolic. It actually happened with him. After all, he was a divine child. He was a divine person. So actually it has happened with him. It's not just a symbolic thing that he died and he was resurrected into another person, or you can say into a living person. For him, what is a death? For eternal beings, there are no deaths. There is no death for a person who is eternal. He may, for the time being, look as if he is dead, but he can never die. Christ was like that, a very, very special incarnation which came on this earth to be reborn out of the dead. Now we are also, when we are not yet realized souls, when we are not yet enlightened, we are also dead in the sense our awareness is very, very, I should say, absolutely dull and dead. We can see flowers, we can see faces, we can see buildings, we can see cities, we can see all those things. All these things we see and we feel we are quite aware, which we are. Actual awareness comes to us when we cross the limit of our mind, go beyond the mind, and this was only possible because of the resurrection of Christ. He resurrected himself because he was a divine person. But also, we are resurrected because we are blessed by divinity. Now this mind of ours, which is in between, is controlled by Sri Jesus Christ. He controls through your Agnya, both the sides. He controls your conditioning and he controls your ego and brings a balance in you. But when this Agnya Chakra starts spindling all kinds of ideas, sometimes reacting, sometimes accepting conditioning, it is a slave. It is not a free thing because it is working under the influence of your ego or your superego. For that is the death of our awareness. That we cannot understand something beyond. That there exists a life beyond this we cannot exist. This is, we have seen now, that we were all in a condition that was dead. We were feeling bad, we were feeling anxious, we were fighting, and we were thinking that there's something wrong with our present life. There's something definitely which makes us slave, by which we are slavish. That we realized, no doubt, and we started seeking the truth. We started seeking the truth in so many ways. I know so many were also went astray and they lost their balance and have fallen into a complete demise. But so many of you have been salvaged, have been saved by the great example of the Christ's resurrection. He had to venture, he had to do it, and he worked it out. Without him, our Agnya would not have been that flexible. As it is, human beings in the olden times were conditioned very much, and when they have become modern, they are full of ego. Nothing in between. With these two influences, we are imprisoned. We are absolutely dead people. We have no sensitivity for anything. I have seen now, even today you can see what things are happening across, is people are very anxious to kill each other. Human beings want to kill human beings. Can you imagine such a stupid thing that we should kill our kith and kin? Then there are children who are killing, parents that are killing. No relationship is accepted. It's a sign of a person whose awareness is completely dead. In our awareness, at least, we should have feelings of compassion and love. Now, the problem mainly is because of religions, mainly. Now, if they can all jump into the new religion global religion, they all are one. They cannot then fight because there's one religion. But they don't want to have one religion because they want to fight. They're fighting cocks. But if they come to Sahaja, if they become enlightened, then they will only enjoy love of each other and not killing of each other, destruction of it. And this is what we have to learn from life of Christ, who was alone, who was single. He didn't have such a collective behind him. But how powerful he was that he fought the death and came out of it so clearly at the stage of Agnya. Without him, we could not have worked out surgery. Kundalini would not have gone through unless and until he had sacrificed his life. And he readily sacrificed. He accepted the task of sacrificing his life and then resurrected. He passed through that, I should say, a very constricted channel of Agnya to put you people right by saying you forgive everyone. If forgiving was such a powerful thing that you can even fight your death, then why not forgive? Many people say, Mother, we can't forgive. And I've told 100 times, that what are you doing if not forgiving? So the message of Christ's life is that he forgave all the people who troubled him. Even he said that, oh God, please forgive them because they don't know what they are doing. On the cross he says those things. When he was tortured, insulted, he says what? Forgive them. Have pity. Have sympathy for them. Because they don't know what they are doing. They are killing the Son of God, and what will happen to them? Where will they go? What will be their situation? This one is a big message for us. That even on the cross, he said, forgive. Oh God, oh Father, forgive. In the same way, we have to also forgive people. It's very important from the life of Christ that we have to forgive. His forgiveness was of the greatest importance for the world to understand. You must forgive. If we learn how to forgive, you will be amazed, half of the wars of this world will be finished. Now something happened thousands of years back, still people are fighting. Still they are fighting, thinking this thing happened so many years back, so they are our enemy. If we can really forgive those people, what happened before we were even born, why should we form a group of such people? Why? Because there is something called hatred in human beings. They have hatred. Hatred for this, hatred for that. Even in small things they'll say, I don't like it, I like it. It's very common. Nowadays especially. When we were young, we were not supposed to say such a thing. I don't like it, I like it. We are not supposed to say. But nowadays freedom has given them to talk like this. I don't like it, I don't like that, I don't like that, I don't like that person. Who are you? What do you think of yourself to judge others? You don't know how to appreciate. You don't know how to enjoy. And only what you go on saying, I don't like it. And supposing you like it, what will you do? Whether you like it or don't like it, it's just the same. But just to show off their ego, you say, I don't like this way, I don't. Because there's no love. If there is love, then you can enjoy everything. You'll never say, I don't like it, I like it. You will definitely enjoy if you really say that I enjoy. I enjoy.
Now let's have a look how to improve the Agnya chakra. And first of all, we can use affirmations like, Mother, I forgive everyone, which is the affirmation we used when we got our self-realization. So to do that, we can simply put our right hand on our forehead, bend down our forehead a little bit, press on both sides of the forehead, and here we can say, we can do it together. We can say 3 times, Mother, I forgive everyone. Don't try to think of someone in particular. Just forgive. Mother, I forgive everyone. Right? That's certainly helping the Agnya chakra quite a lot. We can also use mantras. And the greatest mantra that was given to us by Lord Jesus Christ was the Lord's Prayer. So the Lord's Prayer is also very effective to improve our Agnya chakra. We can also use the traditional mantras we have been using throughout this series, the mantra of Sri Mary Jesus. And in the Indian tradition, Sri Mary Jesus is known as Sri Mahavishnu. We also have what we call the Bichar Mantra that can be used to balance the center. And the Bichar Mantra is Ham Ksham, meaning I am, you are. And by saying the Bichar Mantra, it's helping us to reduce and balance this ego and superego that we have in us. So to do that, we can simply put the ring finger of the right hand on our forehead, here, like that. And in our meditation, we can again say that 3 times. Ham, Ksham. So we can do it together. Ham, Ksham. We can say it within ourselves 3 times. And we can put back our hand on our lap. In India, people wear quite often a bindi, which is the red dot that they have in the middle of their forehead, which represents the Agnya chakra. So one way to improve the Agnya chakra in very difficult cases is to look at Sri Mataji's bindi on her forehead and look through it using a candle. So you keep the candle close to your eyes and it's like you see 2 candles, and just look at Sri Mataji's bindi like that, and for a couple of minutes, and this will certainly clear your eyes, clear your Agnya chakra. All right, you can do that later on. When it comes to the back Agnya, which is at the back of our head, the mantra is Sri Mahaganesha. You might remember that Sri Ganesha is the representation, the principle of the first chakra, the Muladhara chakra. And Sri Mahaganesha at the back Agnya, it's the complete mature form of Sri Ganesha that's established within us. So how to improve it? We can improve it by using the candle and doing, again, with a proper candle holder so you don't put things on your clothes or burn yourself. You can put a bandana at the back of your head like that to clear your back Agnya. What you can also do is meditate in the morning with the sun shining straight on you, on the back of your head. This is certainly helping a lot as well. And very importantly, it is important to keep our eyes pure. And we can do that easily by looking at Mother Earth, more than looking left, right, and everywhere, and keeping our eyes settled. The Agnya chakra can also be improved by reducing our ego and superego. And for example, to reduce our ego, the principle is Sri Buddha, as I mentioned, and we can say the mantra of Sri Buddha. You can also say the mantra of Sri Maha Ahamkara. If we have really too much ego, we cannot stop thinking, we're always in the future, planning, very aggressive, we can put an ice pack on the left side of the head for a couple of minutes, not too long, just to reduce the heat and bring it down as well. When it comes to the superego, we can say the mantra of Sri Mahavira. And to improve the superego, to reduce it and bring it back in its proper place, we can make sure we don't live too much in the past, not have self-pity. And we can actually honestly look at our bad habits and wrong beliefs and try to correct them. And lastly, to reduce our ego and our superego, we can reduce them by just taking both sides like that and bringing them down. So we can also do that 3 times in our meditation. Raise our Kundalini and bring the 2 ego and superego down. And raise our Kundalini like that. Alright, this is how we can improve our Agnya chakra. So now let's have a short meditation where we can actually put our attention not on the Agnya chakra, but at the 7th chakra on top of our head. So we can close our eyes, put our hands on our laps, and the reason why we put our attention on the 7th chakra is because it is the destination, while the 6th chakra is the door. So we always put our attention on the 7th chakra. And to experience thoughtless awareness, we can start by saying the mantra of Sri Nirvichara Samadhi. It is written on the screen. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Nirvichara Samadhi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. And we can do Namaste. And keep our attention on top of our head in the present moment. Forgiving thoughts if there are still any. And now we can say the mantra of Sri Mary Jesus. Om Tvamiva Sakshat Shri Mary Jesus Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. And we can do Namaste with our hands and bring them back on our laps. All right, we can slowly open our eyes. I am sure we are all in thoughtless awareness now. So what we can do to finish the meditation is raise the Kundalini and put ourselves in abandon. And we can put our hands in front of us and see if we can feel the coolness in both hands. Or maybe some tingling indicating which chakra we should pay attention to. All right. So thank you for attending this session of the Meditation Step Up series. And I'm looking forward to see you again for the next episode. And in the meantime, thank you very much and happy meditation.